to Celebrity Catwalk. I'm Stephanie Matera, and today I have a power couple, husband and wife, Mike Shuck and Ashley Boyne Shuck. Mike Shuck is an elementary school teacher, but he also was on season 8 of NBC's American Ninja Warrior. And we have Ashley Boyne Shuck here, his wife, who is a author and health expert and patient advocate. They're here to tell us more about how you can truly have it all. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us.
So I was going to start with you, Mike. I know that you teach students, and while you didn't make it all the way through season 8, but you should be very proud of yourself that you made it as far as you did.
Thank you.
You're auditioning for season 9
yes.
of American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah,
so tell us about that.
Just sent in the audition video last week for season 9. So season 8 ended not to my liking.
Okay.
You know, I had high hopes that I could make it through all the way. Didn't end up happening. So I had to give myself a second chance, and I think there was a lot of people hoping that I would as well.
Good.
So I had to go through with it.
I love that. And your students are at the heart of this audition video. So can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah. When you apply for American Ninja Warrior, they look for a story. So my story is school teacher trying to inspire young kids to achieve dreams through fitness. So my students, I work with them a lot after school in the fitness category, so I teach classes, they train with me. So making this video, I wanted to incorporate them with it.
Yeah.
So in my video, you can see them working alongside me.
So cute,
They're
by
doing
the
same training methods that I use. So I wanted to kind of be a role model in a way for them to say, if you have these dreams in whatever it is, whether it's American Ninja Warrior or whatever their individual passions are, you got to go for it.
Exactly. And you talk about failure too.
Yeah, no, I wanted to use that failure for something good. I was pretty hard on myself when it happened.
Yeah.
A lot of training, a lot of dedication went into it, but I thought about it for a second and said, you know what, I can take this and turn it into somewhat of a positive and let these kids know that when you do fail at something, it's not the end of the path.
Yes.
You have a chance to redeem yourself, and that failure can kind of make you stronger in a way. So I think my trying out for season 9 is a representation of that. Hey, don't give up.
Yeah.
Do it again. And, you never know what's going to happen.
That's right. And it's often failure is a stepping stone to success.
Absolutely.
So I love that message, and thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you.
So Ashley, you're an amazing woman. I am really inspired by you. I watch a lot of what you do through social media, and I know you wrote 3 books. So the most recent was Sick Idiot. But can you also speak to the other 2 books that you wrote and kind of what your path has been leading up to these 3 different books?
So I've actually been a writer since as long as I can remember, since elementary school. Yes, and I've freelanced since I was 18. Wow. And somewhere during college, I got the idea that I wanted to write fiction. So actually, the first book I wrote was To Exist, which is my fiction novel. It's a post-apocalyptic fiction novel about a really strong female character who I kind of say is a cross between Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City and Katniss Everdeen from The Hunger Games. Like a total dichotomy. But I wrote that during NaNoWriMo, which is the National Novel Writing Month Challenge, and I did that a few years ago. Then, while I was in the process of getting that one published, I actually wrote 2 health memoirs. One is Sick Idiot, which is a humorous collection of funny little stories and anecdotes about life with chronic illness. And then its companion book is called Chronically Positive. Chronically Positive is a little bit more raw, real, honest, inspiring. Look at life with illness without being funny, without glossing over it. So they're 2 very different books, but they speak kind of to the same audience. I've always tried to take my negative health situation and turn it into something positive.
Yeah.
The biggest difference between the 2 is that I think anyone could read To Exist and find it to be funny and just enjoy the humor behind it, whereas, as I said, Chronically Positive is a little bit more raw glimpse into what it means to be sick.
Wow. And you also have been sought after by, I saw Teen Vogue when Selena Gomez was in the news because she had gone into a rehabilitation facility and she battles lupus. And you're very compassionate and empathetic when you talk about illness. So just, why do people seek you out, and where do you find this empathetic position that you have about illness?
Well, I've always been, a very people-oriented person and a very feelings-oriented person. In fact, when I was in high school, I took a career aptitude test, and it told me I was supposed to be a social worker.
Wow.
So that kind of heart for helping other people and for service has always been there. But I didn't realize my passion for patient advocacy until I got a little bit older. I had begun working with the Arthritis Foundation, and that first gave me a window into working with fellow patients. And that's when I realized that I was not the only person suffering, and I wasn't the only person with a story to tell. And so I kind of strive to be a voice of empowerment for my fellow patients and to kind of uplift them and inspire them whenever they're feeling down. And in turn, doing that work also helps me to cope.
Yes.
Because it's not easy to live with illness every day of your life. And there's a lot of misunderstandings that occur from not looking sick and having invisible illnesses and invisible disabilities. So I really want to give a voice to other people who are suffering silently like I was for so long.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
And now you're working with a new nonprofit, the
Yes.
Autoimmune Registry. So can
Yes.
you tell us a little bit about that?
The Autoimmune Registry is a brand new website that just launched. Our goal is to collect patient data so that we can find out the prevalence of autoimmune illness, how many people are affected, how many conditions are actually autoimmune. And we hope to eventually, have researchers be able to access that data and to try to find commonalities among people with autoimmune illness. Because right now, a lot of them are recognized as rare diseases when they're not rare at all.
Wow.
And so people have a hard time getting the proper diagnosis, or it takes them many years to get the proper diagnosis. So I am going to be the director of patient engagement, helping to get patients to sign up for the registry, helping to spread the word about it on social media. And basically it boils down to my everyday goal, which is using social media for social good. And I do that through my writing and through my philanthropic work with the Autoimmune Registry and other nonprofit organizations that I work with.
I love that. And will there be a component to the Autoimmune Registry that kind of groups people so they can find support within each other, knowing that they have these common illnesses and ailments?
I envision that moving forward, and I think that will be part of my role in managing the social media accounts and going to patient conferences and things like that. I really hope to connect patients with each other so that they don't have that sense of isolation that often comes with illness.
Yes.
So we're very new. The site just launched.
That's exciting, though.
Yeah, it's very exciting. It's autoimmuneregistry.com. And autoimmuneregistry.org, either one works. And we're working on getting the survey up now, but the site's there. People can donate and learn about what our mission is.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. And back to you, Mike. I just wanted to find out, when will you know if you made the cut for American Ninja Warrior season 9?
Last year I didn't know until May.
Oh, okay.
It's a long process. So you submit the video in November.
Yes.
And then you just get to sit and wait and have everybody ask you, do you know yet? Do you know yet? And I said, nope, I don't
Not
know.
yet.
They keep it very secretive. So
Yeah.
last year I got the call 2 weeks before I had to be there.
So you're staying conditioned like all the way along because you just have to be prepared.
You got to be ready, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no letting up.
That's great. And where do you film? Do you go outside your city? Do you stay where you are in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, well, the show itself, last year was in Philadelphia.
Great.
This year we don't know.
Oh, okay.
They haven't announced yet. It's somewhere in the East Coast. It could be anywhere.
So it's still sort of convenient.
Yeah.
It could be here.
It could be
It'll be
nice
New
if it was
York
here.
City. We'll have to come back on. We'd love to hear more about that. Can you also tell us a little bit about your Healthline reporter role?
Yeah, so I am an arthritis news reporter for Healthline.com. And, I come from a blogging background and writing a lot of creative nonfiction and fiction. So I really had to adapt my writing style to Healthline because it's all, based on research and medical studies and reading medical journals. So it really has a different tone than what I usually write, but it's very interesting because with every assignment that I get, I'm learning too.
Yeah.
And it's stuff that I can use as a patient as well. So I'm educating others while also educating myself.
Yeah.
So typically I specialize in rheumatoid arthritis articles, but occasionally I will write about lupus or write about other autoimmune or musculoskeletal conditions.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's an awesome website. They have resources for every illness you can imagine, any kind of medical condition, and it really provides a lot of valuable information.
That's really great because I actually went to a public relations symposium on research this past week in New York City, and they were saying how most people go to the web. It's the first place, the trusted source when you are sick. but we're self-diagnosing. And that's kind of scary because a lot of diseases have common symptoms and some things are not symptomatic.
Right.
So the resources that you're providing are helping probably people really hone in on what it really is in addition to what their doctors are telling them. So
yes,
that's great.
I hope so. That's the goal, is to provide reliable, accurate information along with inspiration.
That's awesome. I just wanted to say thank you so much for being here. But before we close out, at Celebrity Catwalk, we love animals. They actually are at the heart of most of our segments. So I couldn't close out without talking about Shuck Zoo and the 5 animals that you have.
Yes.
So can you tell us about your animals and then also how they help you heal? Because we know animals help us heal.
Take it.
Well, so we have 3 dogs, a Doberman named Brutus, a pug named Maggie, and a little mini pincher Chihuahua mix named Pip. And then we have 2 cats, Jack and Theo. Most of them are rescue pets. I have a heart for animal activism and animal welfare causes.
That's really great.
So I'm on the board of Werewolf, which is a upscale consignment store that donates all of its proceeds to animal shelters in the Pittsburgh area.
Love that.
So between that and the work I do with Paws and Claws Eyewear, I'm always trying to find ways to work with organizations that combine some of my passions.
Yes.
So those two can combine my interest of fashion and my love for animals. But yeah, our Shuck Zoo is, they have their own hashtag on Instagram, and I've actually written several articles for Healthline and other publications about how 2 primary things help me cope with illness, and that is, aside from my family, friends, and husband, my pets and writing. So those are my world, you know, outside of my loved ones. If I didn't have my pets and I didn't have my writing to turn to, and the supportive community that I've found online, it would be much more difficult to live with illness every day. So they really are the best pain reliever in the world. Those snuggles, nothing beats the animal snuggles.
I agree.
They're the best. Pet kisses are amazing.
I have a queen size bed and I have 5 animals, and I took a photo the other night of them already ready to go to bed. I was like, can you leave me a little spot in the bed? No, clearly not.
No.
And they're all toy size animals, like cats this big, dogs this big, no room for the human. I'm like,
they don't understand personal space, and the little ones always have big dog syndrome, right?
Yes,
So yeah,
exactly. They just spread out.
yeah, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. Both of you are inspiring to me.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed this segment. We really wanted to show you how you can have it all and how it's so important to channel your gifts for good, and also when you have adversity in your life, that you can overcome it and spread positivity. For Celebrity Catwalk, I'm Stephanie Matera. We'll catch you next time.
Welcome to an all-new season of Celebrity Catwalk. We're always thrilled to bring you the latest on what's going on in the pet world, and today is no different. Karen Peck is here with us today, creator and founder of Poochie Boots. Thanks for being here with us today, Karen.
Thanks for having me.
So tell me how long, first of all, let's talk about your +1 on the side. Can you come in the camera?
This is Riley.
Riley.
The inspiration behind Poochie Boots.
Hi, Riley. Wait, Riley, we need to see your face, not just your tail. Come this
here.
way.
Come here this way. Come here,
Hello,
Riley.
Riley.
And Riley's got his Poochie Boots on.
Wow. So have pets always been a part of your life?
I grew up with pets, and then for a good part of my life, I was without pets. And then when my son turned 13, he insisted on getting a dog. And I was thrilled with the idea, but I knew once he went off to college, the dog's going to become mine. And that's exactly what happened, and now my son can't have him back. Right? He's my dog.
Well, that's great, because that's how you started with Poochie Boots, right? You had
Yes.
years of experience formulating what Poochie Boots would look like, right?
No. Poochie Boots happened by accident.
Wait a minute. By accident?
By accident. The
Do tell.
The winter before last in New York, we had a very, very snowy February. And I was walking Riley to Central Park on a salted sidewalk, and he stopped in his tracks and was holding his paws up, and he wouldn't budge.
Is the salt really
The
that harmful to his paws?
It burns their paws, and he couldn't walk.
Oh my goodness.
And he's a 70-pound dog. I couldn't pick him up and carry him home. So I kind of had to nudge, gently nudge him to turn around to go home.
Oh my goodness.
And then, you don't want them licking the salt off there because it's also very toxic.
Toxic, right.
So at that point I said, okay, there's an issue. I'm going to need to get boots. But I didn't do anything immediately. The next day we were going on a hike in a state park, pristine snow. I thought, perfect, no problems. And about 20 minutes into the hike, Riley starts limping again. I said, now what's the problem? What happens is snow gets caught to their fur, and it becomes these little ice balls that get stuck between their paw pads, and it makes it very painful to walk.
Oh no.
So now I knew Riley needs boots. I went home, I went online, ordered a bunch of different sets. Didn't really like anything that I found.
I imagine there's a lot of competition out there.
There are a lot of different boots out there, but I didn't find anything that fit great. I didn't find anything that he was comfortable walking in, and most of them were really not attractive. So I said, I think there's something missing in this market. There are dogs that wear beautiful coats and cashmere sweaters and jewelry and beautiful leashes. Why isn't there a great looking boot? A boot is not just a novelty item, it's really a necessity. So I decided I was going to create a really comfortable, great looking boot, and Poochie Boots was born.
Was born with red bottoms, no less. Can we talk about these red bottoms? This is so innovative. I love this.
Stylish red bottoms and detachable straps. So the dogs could have one set of boots, endless options. The dogs could have a different look for every holiday, occasion, season. Here we have Hanukkah straps, we have Christmas straps.
This one's glitter.
Here we have gold glitter.
This one has sunglasses on them.
Have sunglasses. Riley has black and white stripe straps.
Riley, can I see your paw?
To match what I'm wearing, black and white. A lot of owners,
coordinating.
A lot of owners like to twin with their dogs.
Yes.
So our interchangeable straps make that happen.
This is really cool. Now, is there a functional purpose to these straps other than being stylish?
They keep the boots on. And the difference between our boots and most of the mass market boots is we scale the size of the strap according to the boot size. Where mass market boots, one strap fits all. And this kind of wide strap isn't going to work on a small, tiny boot. It's just not going to fit around a small leg.
It's not going to look good. It's going to be too large.
Right, exactly. So the larger boots have a wide strap with a self-tightening cinch clip. And the little boots have a much more narrow strap. So you could, this fits on, a 4 or 5 pound dog. And you could really make it snug so it stays on the dog.
Stays on.
And they're super comfortable to walk in. 5 minutes and a dog is off and running. They don't even know they have the boots on.
So there's actually a rubber grip?
Yes. So it gives good traction. Some dogs wear them inside because they need the traction. They're waterproof. They're great in the snow.
And what's this material made out of,
this
the black part?
It's a polyester. It's like ski jacket material. So it's the same kind of material as a ski jacket. And if you put your hand inside, it's a very cozy fleece lining.
Oh.
So it's soft and cozy.
That's a nice surprise.
And it keeps their paws warm. And with the bottom being somewhat thin, the dogs could feel the ground that they're walking on, which is very important. That's why they can walk comfortably.
So these are good for the winter and the summer, or is there a summer
There
version?
probably will be a summer version just with a lighter weight fabric, but I've had a number of dogs order them just because they said something is better than nothing, and when pavements get really hot, dogs can't walk on them.
Wow. This is, it looks like it took a lot of thought. How long have you been working on this design?
I worked on it start to finish about 9 months. I have my own personal love of shoes, which is what gave me the idea for red bottoms and interchangeable straps. So there are leopard print straps, there are denim straps. There's any kind of strap. Anything could be made as the straps. So it took me about 9 months from the time I had the idea to actually have the finished product.
9 months.
Yeah, quick. It was quick. It was quick. I
That's
worked
like a-
very, very, very hard.
I was just gonna say.
And I did a
that's-
lot of research. I researched what's, the complaints about other dog boots. So I really wanted to, the biggest complaint is dog boots don't stay on, or my dog can't walk in them.
Yes.
So I made sure to use really comfortable materials, and I made sure to have straps that would be adjustable so the boots do stay on.
So not just the rubber sole, the straps, and the inside fleece lining, but I also noticed the stretchy
cuff.
spandex material that holds on to the dog's paw.
Holds on to the dog's leg, and will keep the dirt out, will keep snow out, and helps keep the boot on as well.
That's really incredible. What's your background in Poochie boots or making dog boots?
I have no background in dog boots.
What?
My background was in interior design.
Oh my goodness.
So I think the creative part of me transferred to
That's incredible. So you came from not knowing anything about
Anything.
boots to this incredible.
not knowing anything. And
Wow.
my dog was a dog that just had a collar and a leash. No coats, no
So this all stemmed from that one day that
This
Riley
all
was
stemmed
walking
from
on the salt.
the salted sidewalk.
Incredible.
I said, I can't be the only one with this problem.
Is there, because I noticed that the outside is black. Is there maybe a white or a purple or different colors?
Not yet. Right now, everything, the straps are what give it different
The
colors.
customizable kind of look to it.
Right. The straps will give it, the straps come in any color. Here's, green glitter, gold glitter, superheroes.
Wow.
We
And the
even-
Velcro goes all the way around the strap.
The Velcro goes all the way around, so it just makes it snug. We even have Adopt Me straps.
Aww.
So we've donated some of the boots to animal shelter and rescues. Put the boots on the dogs looking for a home, because how cute in their little
course,
boots.
yes.
And then once they get adopted, they could change out the straps.
That's incredible. Did you take a class on this? I just don't
No.
understand how you wake up one morning and say, yes, this is what I'm going to do.
That's exactly what happened. And I ask myself that every day.
So no class, no prior training.
How did this happen? Yes. No, it's all self-taught.
And what's this little sack here?
So the boots come in a pouch. So each set of boots come in a little pouch. And they come with the black and white gingham strap. And then they come with an extra set of black and red zebra.
Do they get to choose which other set they get to have?
Well,
or-
they get both sets.
Okay.
They get both sets, and then all the other sets, we have, maybe 15 other sets as options that are just extras.
Incredible. Where can the average consumer find? Well, they're
Right-
not average if they're buying Poochie boots.
Right now,
Let's be sure.
on our website at poochieboots.com, we're starting to branch out into some retail stores. We're in a store in Aspen, Colorado called CB Paws. We're in the dog store in New York City. So I'm a one-woman show, and I got a lot organized, and now I'm reaching out to possibly getting into retail.
So where do you see Poochie boots, let's say, in the next 9 months?
I'm hoping that it expands. I've sold boots to all over the world. I shipped boots the other day to Oslo, Norway. I've shipped to Australia. I've shipped to Germany. So through the power of Instagram, I'm connecting with dogs all over the world. So I'm hoping that it could, turn into a global business.
Of course.
And we donate a big part of it, since my dog lives the life of Riley and so many other dogs don't. We donate $2 from the sale of every set of boots to animal shelter and rescues. Important to get back.
Of course, especially dealing with rescue pets here at Celebrity Catwalk. Is Riley this size?
Riley
He's not this size.
No, Riley is.
You know, I'm talking about you.
This is the biggest size. So we've had a dog that weighs about 160 pounds wearing this. And this is a size 7. This is the size 0. We made for a little model dog that we met named Tinkerbell. Our size 1 was too big, so I said, okay, I'll make a size 0, and this fits her perfectly. And then there are the sizes in between. Riley is a size 5.
Riley, can I see your paw now, please? You should see Riley. Riley is not giving me any kind of love. You want to come back over here, Riley?
Come here, Riley.
We want to
Riley.
see your beautiful face.
Riley, come here. Come. Come.
So what's Riley's life like? Is Riley super active, or is this for the very luxurious dog?
No, he's very active. He runs in the snow, and the boots stay on. He walks around in them. He's so used to wearing them now. When I say, Riley, let's put your boots on, he rolls over and he puts his paws up. He knows the routine.
Don't you, Riley? So I noticed you have a little Poochie bag here with it. That's yours. Okay. Clean up after your pups.
Exactly. Come over here, Riley. Come. Come over here.
Thank you so much, Karen, for being here on Celebrity Catwalk
thank you.
today.
This was great fun.
Hope you had a great time. I know I did. Looking forward to having you back. See you next time, guys, on Celebrity Catwalk.